Okay. All right. All right. Okay. What's going on here? Maybe I should be over here. Maybe I should be over here. How are you? Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. Uncooked. I'm having my doubts about everything, so I want to apologize to everybody for today's show. I'm not tired particularly. I'm always tired. I got nothing to say. I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say. Thank you for coming to the stream. The Lewis Schaffer Uncooked stream. Can you see me? Maybe I should move over here like this. Maybe I should move this. How about like that? How about like that? Whoa, 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 whoa. This really bothers me. I didn't get upset. I'm going to move this over here like that. Hello. I don't know if you like this shirt. Do you like this shirt? We should take a vote on the shirt. Hello, everybody who is listening already. Hello, people. Welcome. Come in. I hope you come. I mean, eventually, the way things are going, maybe we'll have nobody. I mean, I can't be negative. This is the best show I've ever done. I've done 160. This is 164th day of shows. Fourth. I shouldn't even. Don't pay any attention to what I'm saying. Okay, there we go. There's an echo, I've been told. Yes, of course there is an echo. How does it sound now? Is the the volume low? Is the volume low? Let's make the volume. Okay. I should have asked. I should have checked this thing. Hello, Carrie B. Good to see you. Welcome to the Lewis Schaffer live stream. Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. And I am uncooked. I'm not even sure I know what that means. Am I uncooked? I'm here. Obviously, the sound could have been better. I want to apologize to the people for the sound. You can hear me. Thank you, Claire. Is this your new thing? It says Claire C73. Hello, we're saying happy birthday to Joe. It's Joe's birthday. It's Joe's birthday. We've got a very busy show. No show is busy of this kind. It's like background. It's like background noise. But I actually I am prepared. I'm prepared for stuff today. I'm not happy with the way I look. I don't know. Joodles is here. Hello there, Joodles. Kate is here. All the ladies. Not all the ladies, but a lot of the ladies. Gnome is here. Not a lady. MC Scott, welcome. Lud, not a lady. You don't have to necessarily be a lady for Lewis Schaffer to love you, but I love you. Claire is a lady. Claire took the dame off. Lewis, everyone already knows how important I am. Exactly. It's like Andrew. He's gonna be a prince forever. I support Prince. I don't like Prince Andrew. I think he's horrible, but I don't like what they've done to him. I'm actually fighting for Prince Andrew. Is some royalist gonna be mad at me because I believe that Prince Andrew has been treated badly? Am I going to be attacked by women because I think he's been treated badly? That's my problem. I want you to like me, but then I say these things that I know you won't like. I should say, maybe I won't talk about Andrew. Maybe I won't talk about Andrew. Like yesterday and the day before, we were talking about the COVID thing. Maybe I shouldn't talk about the COVID thing. But then I think, if you agree with me, you're going to be my friend because you're going to say this guy is talking about things that I agree with. And then if you don't even agree with the COVID thing, you're going to say, you know what? I don't agree. I think COVID was a real thing, Lewis. And my granny died and 9 of my friends died. And so I believe that it's real, Lewis. But I respect your right, not your right. It's nice to hear other people's opinions because most people think you're wrong. Let me rephrase that. The BBC has convinced people to think that I'm wrong with the COVID thing, with that crazy report that came out that said the only thing that they did was not enough of the thing that they needed to do. And someone like Carrie B says, this is right. I don't agree with many of the things you say. And what makes you strong is you go, you know what, and I don't care. I don't care that I disagree with you. I want to disagree with you. I want to hear something different than what I'm saying. And and also, I think you, Lewis, talking about me, gives me the chance to disagree. To say, you know what, I'm disagreeing with you. We need to disagree. The COVID thing has gone on. I has gone on for 5 years. It's gone on long enough. Long enough. People need to say, they need to know, they need to at least hear from somebody, and that someone is me, that there is no such thing as a germ. There is bacteria that can make you sick. There's toxins that can make you sick. But a tiny little thing, one little speck of, now I sound like I'm from the 19th century speaking against bacteria. And then they came up with the microscope, and then they were able to show photographs of the little bacteria that got into people's things. And even then, I don't really believe in bacteria because it's bacteria. Most bacteria is just food. It's small food. It's like eating milk. Dialogue is important, says Carrie B. Yes, it's important. Look at Dearborn, for F's sake. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but in Dearborn, from what I know, it's been taken over. That's an issue which we don't need to discuss today because it's a Saturday. Maybe on the weekends we don't need to discuss that unless. But thank you very much. Girl from Mars is here. Joodles, beautiful, beautiful Joodles, as we all know. Beautiful Joodles and beautiful Claire. All the girls, all the beautiful women who are mad at me. Are you mad at me? I hope you're not mad at me. Anyway, today is the 22nd of November, 2025, which is what happened on the 22nd of November. See, this is the problem with people studying history, remembering history, knowing history, is eventually history becomes so historic, no one even remembers it. I'm 62 years ago, JFK was killed. JFK was killed. Carrie B was in bed all day. Is that just to turn me on, Carrie B, that you say that to me? Is that the JFK was killed? He was killed. Dead, killed. And do you know what? They still haven't released the full record. The full record. And who was involved and who was involved. Lots of good things happening today, Lewis, including me inviting myself and Cher. How do you pronounce that? Cher to my house. Come on over. Come on over. Hello. Hello, Maltese Phil. You beautiful, handsome man, Maltese Phil. Lewis, after last night, I may think different subjects to discuss for you to ignore and pick another one. It's the weekend. Yeah, maybe that's what we need to do. Well, I mean, we were talking about cancer last night, and I love the subject of cancer. I love it. It's one of those subjects we've been totally lied to, and no one knows that we've been lied to. It's like when I discovered low carb diets. I thought, how come I didn't know about this? Because we were lied to. And so even now, which is 8 years or 6 years and some 6.5 years after talking about it, I'm just still interested in discussing the low carb thing because we've been lied to. That people going, I didn't hear this about carbs. No, carbs are good. They give you energy, natural, whatever, that kind of thing. There's Dark Arts Dave's. He literally crawled out of bed. Wow, I'd love that. That'd be so great to like. I can't stay in bed all the time. I want to. I want to so badly. There's something amazing about just being in bed, especially on a day like today, which is, I guess, for most of our viewers here, except for Maltese Phil, it's a miserable day. It's like it could not get. Have you been out? I'm not going to ask him, but I've been outside today, and it was an horrendous day in terms of the weather. And then what made it worse is I went into Peckham, and it was bleak, bleak. Peckham was so bleak, I went looking for a phone. I might have to buy a phone because my phone screen is. Where is my phone? I left it in the other room. My phone screen is cracked. It's bloody cold and raining here. It's 12 degrees in Malta. Oh, that's amazing. 12 degrees. What is it in Peckham? Let's check what the weather is in Peckham. What did I do? Here's my phone. I thought I left it in the other room. Let's check what the degree temperature is here. What is the degree temperature? 7 degrees here. 7 degrees. Let's see what it's like in New York. Beautiful, beautiful New York. I mean, just to want to know what it's like to be back home. So let's see what it's like. 9 degrees, 9 degrees, 10 degrees. So it's a bit warmer in New York. Is it raining? Less than a 5% chance of rain in New York. But let's see what it is in Nunhead. Where he said it was 7 degrees. Let's see if it's going to be rainy in Nunhead. Let's go check that in rainy in Nunhead, which is in Southwark. 95% chance of rain right now. Right now. You want to go out, there's a 95% chance of rain. So, I mean, think about New York. New York can be cold and sunny. New York is a very sunny place. I recommend Sheep Farm Studios for anyone dealing with cancer. They also reverse vaccine damage. What is Sheep Farm Studios? Let's take a look at Sheep Farm Studios. Do you mind if I look at that, girl from Mars? What Sheep Farm Studios is? Sheep Farm Studios. Don't believe. Well, that's what Lewis Schaffer's motto is. Don't believe. Don't believe. Videos. There's a sheep. Beautiful sheep. Rishi Sunak, MP Slumdog Millionaire transcript from 1921. This is old stuff, but Dave Murphy. Homepage, videos, podcasts, contact members, shop, videos. What are the videos? It looks like it's still old. This is from 2021. Here's one 2024. Dom and Chris chat with Mark Devlin. Okay, we'll have to look at that some more. We'll look at that some more later on at some other point. But thank you very much for that. Let's see, what have I missed here? I was cancered out. Yeah, people like discussing cancer. They like discussing it. I love it. I love it because not only is it a lie, basically, but the cure is not a cure. So it's not a cure. Carrie B says it's 7 degrees in Greenwich. Yeah, well, Greenwich is very close to Nunhead. We're right there. I mean, it would take 10 minutes for me to get there if there was no traffic. Whatever docs tell me, I tend to do the opposite, says Dark Art. Yes. I did have a good night. Lots of karaoke, drinks. Only time I get to sleep, to be honest. A bit of an insomniac. As I am, I'm a bit of an insomniac. I wake up every 2 hours, too. So even when I'm sleeping, I'm waking up. Dark-eyed Dave, something same. You pisses me off every. You get pissed off every night, beautiful girl from Mars. Don't we all? How can we not get pissed off? But the cure for being pissed off is being able to discuss things openly. It's like in the book 1984 that I've gotten and I've read already. Well, I've read the first 3 pages. Is that why are people upset? The guy buys a blank book for him to write in a diary. A blank diary. And that brings him such happiness because he can write something down. And look what I'm doing here. We're writing something down. We're talking. So that's good, isn't it? It's not the percentage chance of rain, Lewis. It's the percentage of the area where it will rain. So the belief is that 95% of the area will rain. That's probably true. I know how they get the number from. They do the test. They do the computer test 100 times. And if 5% of the time it says no rain, and 95% of the time it says rain. So maybe I might disagree with you, but you might be right too. What do you say about that? Your YouTube channel, they do oxidizing. They have a YouTube channel. They do oxidizing treatment. Very effective. Oxidizing. I think you got to stay away. You just got to eat good food. If you eat schmutz, you've got to eat good food. Food, sun, stress, sleep. Food, sun, stress, sleep, and one other thing. I forgot what the other thing is cut out the toxins. Well, that's the food. Kate comes in and says lots of people drive like idiots when the weather is bad. It scares, and it should people because it's better in the rain than it is in the snow. I mean, the people don't know how to drive in the snow here because it never snows. Cancer is not a lie. What the AF? The cancer is real, but what is the cause of cancer is a lie. And how to cure cancer is a lie. Cancer is real. I'm not saying it's not real. Okay? You know that. So don't get upset at me, Kate. Say, what do you mean by that, Lewis? What do you mean? I'm telling you what I mean. Marianne comes in and she always says, remember to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. They have a clinic. They're 100% genuine Englishmen. Well, okay, that's good. It's good that they're Englishmen. Not that Englishmen have ever lied before. Like Tony Blair never lied before. Gordon Brown never lied before. Keir Starmer never lied before. Boris Johnson never lied before. These are good Englishmen. Well, maybe not completely good Englishmen, but good. I know it is honestly concerning. I find 3 people almost ran into me in the rain. Countless others being careless of the cars around them. That's right. And no carbs. Yeah, that's diet, Keith Bexley. No carbs. We're not doing that. We're not doing it again, Joe. We're not doing it again. Okay, I have slept so much in the past 2 days. My son was worried about me. Yeah, well, you can't really make up with your sleep. That's the problem. You can't say, I'm going to stay awake all week, and then the weekend comes, and I'm going to get my sleep. No, it doesn't work that way. It's not good. It's not good for you. Is there anybody else who's offended by that? Is offended by us talking about sleep? Because you've got sleep problems, so we're not allowed to talk about sleep. Is there anybody like Joe who's offended by sleep? Okay, no. Yes, I wonder what goes on with some people's heads sometimes. It's like they have no fear. We're talking about the rain and driving in the rain. Maybe it's important. Craig is here. Please press the like button. Thank you, Craig, for saying that. Dark Arts Dave. I think a lot of folk are stressed with the way the world is going. Even when you try and break from it, your brain is working out, processing the horrors. And everybody needs a safe place where you're not discussing the horrors of the world. Unfortunately, with Lewis Schaffer, you're going to be discussing the horrors of the world. Am I right? I think that's going to happen. I mean, we're talking about rain right now. Is anybody traumatized by rain? Should I not discuss rain? Judas, I can't discuss the rain because Joe might be offended by the rain. For example, a 40% chance of rain means that rain is expected to affect 40% of the area being forecast at some point during that time. Is that what AI says or Google says? Okay, I believe you then. I don't believe you, but I do kind of believe you. But in my head, and this is the problem with life itself, I heard that the way they figure it out is they have a model, a model, a model where they do the same tests 100 times, 100 times, and sometimes it turns out that there's going to be rain, and sometimes that there isn't. That there isn't. Nobody knows shit until you hear the words blank, blank, blank. Nobody knows stuff even when you hear those words. When you hear those, sorry, Joodles. I'll stop yelling. Okay, can you hear me now? Is it still loud enough? I have sleep problems, usually insomnia. Well, that's what sleep problem is. That's one of the problems of sleep problems. Where are the breatharians? I know there are breatharians, says Girl from Mars. I think in Russia, and I've met them here, or some of them here. I don't, you know, and they explained what breatharian was, and I thought about it, and I go, that's ridiculous. They might be right though. They might be right. There might be enough calories that are coming in. I find that when I practice breatharianism, I lose weight. So I don't really believe it's a way to maintain your weight for very long, basically. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Rain. Yeah, rain. I don't like the rain. I'm offended at being offended, Carrie B says. Lewis, are you on your period? No one gets offended by the rubbish you say. They get angry when you base what you say on fabrications. Then you get angry at what I say because they might be based on fabrications. Like, look, Joodles said about the 95% chance of rain, an area, and she actually, if I actually think about it, she might be wrong about that. But I go, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. No such thing as bad weather, just inappropriate clothing. Lud says, yes, that's that. Yeah, it's bad weather if you want to be naked. You know, if you want to wear a bikini at the beach, it's bad weather. If you want it to snow because you're a skier and it's not snowing, that could be considered bad weather. I just don't know when anyone is being dry or joking anymore on here. No, Kate, everybody is being dry. Everybody's joking and everybody's being serious. Every one of these questions is a serious, funny question. That's a really good point. We're all joking and being serious. I like rain. I need it. But it worries me when it gets pumped full of chemicals that we get into the ground, the trees, the veg, the animals. We consume it. It damages roots. It shrinks them. Well, that's the other question. Do you believe in what do you call that? In cloud seeding? For climate change. I I was gonna say don't. I'm not sure what I believe in. What I believe in. I don't know what I believe in. I tell you what I do believe. I do believe that I don't trust. I've lost my sense of trust. You know, if somebody says something, Lewis, you're wrong, I'll say, I'm going to check it out. Or if someone says anything, I'll check it out. I'm always checking my phone. And then I go to Google, to Grok, or to whatever other AI thing, and I don't believe that either. What do we do? How do we not believe things? I know nothing about breatharians. I aim to look into it. Yeah, I mean it's like the same thing with the flat Earth. I mean I don't. It doesn't make sense to me, but who knows? Who knows? The Kennedy assassination, I didn't spend a minute thinking about it up until I met my friend at that time. And I was, and even now, it's like all the different things they say. It's all, I don't know. And then Craig says climate change is a big lie, which I tend to agree with. I agree climate change is a big lie. I mean, just the lies that we're taught. Why can't cancer and the truth that they say about cancer be a lie? And we're not allowed to say it? I remember when they said to me, Lewis, you're not allowed to talk about COVID. We're blocking your account, your Facebook account, because you said something about COVID. Am I not allowed to talk about it? Because somebody else is going to get upset because my granny died of COVID. I knew 10 people who died of COVID. There's 50% off sale on exploding prayer mats. Profits have gone through the roof. Okay, that's a joke. That's a Russ style joke, who's not here at the moment, but when he comes, he'll tell us a joke. My mate thought I was a loony, says Dark Arts Dave, but I showed him the plane spraying, told him we will check in 30 minutes, and he saw it had spread out. Ever since he sends me videos of them, he took the red pill. Yes. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me that because they believe that climate change is going to be the death to everyone and every corporation's profits too. We got to keep the belief in climate change going. So why wouldn't they lie about it? Why wouldn't they seed the clouds? You're right. I'm with you, Dark Arts Dave. Climate change is not a lie, Gnome Hunter. It is, however, spun in a way that is misleading for the elites to try to control us. It's misleading. So the elites are going to control us. Okay. The earth goes through different epochs of pattern changes. That's true, but they're saying man-made climate. So maybe we should just say man-made climate change. Do you think man-made climate change is a lie, Gnome Hunter? That's the question. Let's see. Kate, just listening to the subject of the people who don't eat for a month. I'm a bit like that. Yes, you are. You don't eat that much. And I just bought a book about learning not to eat that much. And I'll tell you about that in a little bit. Okay, a friend of mine, Vatanai. Hey, Vatanai, good to see you. Good to see you. A friend of mine who did kung fu and yoga, he believed that people lived for months by synthesizing air. Well, yeah, people believe that. They do believe that. Does it make it true? It's like it's the logical extension. We don't believe what you're saying. So anyway, so Gnome Hunter speaking to beautiful girl from Mars. Sorry to hear. I wish I could help, but I don't know how. Laugh out loud. I'm a bit of a cubby tunt. Okay, what were you saying that I missed? Girl from Mars. Tell us what you're saying, and I'll reply to it. MC Scott. Ooh, just the man, Vatanai. Today in Northampton, a long-handled brolly weather was long-handled brolly weather. Just saying, in Northampton. It's the same way in London. It was pretty bleak and rainy and miserable. Not completely, though. It never rains. It never rains as hard here as it does in really rainy places. London is one of the least rainy, is maybe the least rainy places in Britain. One of the least, possibly the least. Ooh, okay. Lud comes in. Hello, Lud. I got a spot on my knob, and I haven't been to the toilet for a year. Should I go and see about it? I don't know what you mean by that. Should you go and see about it? And you haven't been to the toilet. How are those two things related? A spot on your knob. I don't understand what that means. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. I want to apologize. I'm so stupid. Kate Gwynn speaking to Claire. Kate Gwynn says, I can't go for more than an hour without eating. And I'm not fat. It's ridiculous. There's nothing wrong with me, just how I am. Fasting is bad for you, though, or is it? It's not fasting. We never ate as much as we eat now, and eating every minute on the hour just elevates the the insulin level. So I would say that I'm against that. I believe in fasting. I try not to eat for about. I'd like to not eat for about 14 hours a day. But lately I've been eating for about 12. I don't eat for 12. What do you think? Is fasting a good idea? Stuart is here. Hello, Stuart. Vatnai says, I'm not convinced you could live on air. I prefer beef. Okay. I think breatharianism is very similar to flat earthism, but every time I mention that I try to eat only meat and eggs, animal products, no plants, no vegetables, at least I try, though I did have a couple of slices of bread today, is that people call me like a flat earther. So who knows what the truth is? I only eat a yogurt for gut health in the morning, orange juice, bad, eggs for lunch, then meat, good, and veg, why, for dinner at 5 p.m., then nothing until 9:30 a.m. the next day. I don't drink in the week. Not booze. You drink booze. What do you mean you don't drink booze, Dark Arts Dave? Okay. I mean, yeah. But why do you have to have vegetables? What is a vegetable? A vegetable is the biggest lie is another lie. What is a vegetable? How can a vegetable be anything from ketchup? Well, not ketchup, but let's just say from spinach to plums to potatoes, which are grown underground. How could these things be? How could these things be? I don't know. Okay. You need beef and air, Malteseville. Yes, we do. We need good air. We need outdoor sun. We do. Indeed, man-made climate change is 99% rubbish, says Noam Hunter. Yeah, well, we believe in that. This used to get us taken off the air just a few years ago, and maybe it will in the future. Climate change is 99% rubbish. It's mostly the rich doing rocket trips and lifting planes for no real reason. And then most of it, Mother Nature cycles regardless. I don't even believe that. I don't even think that man is raising the temperature. The Someone like Bill Gates flying in his airplane all the time, or those other guys. So but basically you're right. I basically you're right. Joodles comes into Lud and says, what did Lud say? I'm a bit behind in the stream already. How did that happen? I'm a bit behind. But why are you telling us this now, Lud? Okay. I don't know what this is about. Sleep from 12 midnight to 2 p.m. That's 14 hours. Yeah. But I wake up at about 11 now. I wake up at 11. I eat at 12. I go out for a walk. I pick up the rubbish. We all have our routines. I went to watch Charlton today. That's one of my teams. They were 4-0 down after 20 minutes. It was a gruesome. I thank heavens it was an early game. I don't like football. Did you go to the stadium over there, the Charlton Stadium? Who was Charlton playing? Who did they lose to? I don't fast, says Claire. I've just eaten very little for the last 20 years or so. Brilliant. And it's one of the hardest things in the world. Lud says, Lewis, I don't believe in doctors. Joodles, I thought I would throw him a curveball. Oh, yes. That's not a curveball. I'm with you. I don't believe in doctors either. I don't believe it's just because somebody went to medical school that they know more about something than I do. They know probably the wrong thing before I find out it's the wrong thing, and then I find out what the right thing is. They're very sure about the wrong thing. Doctors. Is that what you mean? Girl from Mars, GP just puts me on antidepressants. I get so angry and frustrated. I'm never and I am never hungry. Don't take the I mean, I like it. I like the idea of antidepressants if they worked. I like the idea of individual drugs you take maybe at nighttime to rest, or you're out where, you and me, um I'm not going to say which one of you ladies, we're out and about and we have a it's like having a pint of beer. I think you could have a pint of beer on the weekend when you're out with your girlfriend or boyfriend, but I don't think you should be drinking it every single day. And that's what they're making us do. They're basically saying take a drink or two or three every day. I think that's wrong, girl from Mars. Mark the Rosian is here. I also believe in fasting. It's very beneficial for you specifically for 24 to 72 hours. That's 3 days long. That's like my friend Russ does that. Humans have the longest longevity, have the greatest insulin resistance. Yeah, they got the lowest blood sugar. Is that what you're saying when you say insulin resistance, which is a concept I didn't understand? I understand it. And now I don't understand it anymore. Is that what you're saying? My girlfriend is fond of my plums. Okay, Maltese Phil. Maltese Phil. Well, just keep those Speedos away, lad, just in case. Okay. Um, can't you forcefully try and eat instead of waiting until you want to? Or does your body reject it somehow? People sometimes don't want to eat. It's like me, I want to eat all the time. That's why I bought this book. That's why I bought this book. And you're going to say, what does this book have to do with eating, Lewis? Alan Carr, not the comedian, Easy Way to Stop Smoking. Why am I reading this book about my diet? We could talk about that. You used to take them too, but stopped sleeping and lost my appetite and went really underweight and was sick on top of that, and tried a few types too, stopped and talked more. It's helped. So you stop the medication. Is that what you're saying? Is that okay with you? I can't even swallow. I exist on prescribed liquid food, but can't stomach it now. I have begged GP for help. You know what? Do you know what? I don't know. That maybe we'll have to say it. We'll have to say a prayer for you later. Dear Lord, please, dear Lord, creator of the universe, God of the heavens and the earth, and our God, please look after our friend, girl from Mars, so that she can eat. I know that I have problems eating too much and eating all the time and eating the wrong food, but other people don't eat as if don't eat they should. So please, dear Lord, help girl from Mars eat. Yeah. And Claire has offered to help, and she knows a lot about this stuff. You always said you like the sunflower yellow and mauve ones, Joodles. You said they made me look butch. Don't know what that is about. Okay. Yes, there was a study out recently that said humans with the greatest life longevity have the lowest levels of sugar in their blood. Probably that's true, because the people with the highest blood sugar levels have die sooner. That's what diabetes is. It's a killer. And diabetes causes heart disease, causes psoriasis, causes arthritis, helps cancer grow. I'm not saying it causes cancer, but it might. But I'm saying it causes cancer to grow. Mark the Rosian. Yes, you're right. You're right about that. I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds atrocious. Now, Hunter says that you can't eat. You can't eat. When I was a kid, there was a lot more of that than there is now. There was incredible levels of whatever they call. Forget what they call it. You know what they call it. Alan Carr died of lung cancer in 2006. He did die of lung cancer in 2006. That's why he wrote this book. Why did he write this book? because he was a smoker. Let's take a look at Alan Carr. Are you ready for us to look at Alan Carr? How about this? Alan Carr death. Alan Carr death. He was 72 years old, and he looked like he was fat. Anti-smoking guru, quit up smoking, and he died his own easy way method. He died of lung cancer. Was Alan Carr fat? How about this? You can always ask, was he a smoker? Was he a vegetarian? But was Alan Carr fat? Yes. No, that's a different Alan Carr. Alan Carr, the smoking guy, the smoking guru, man, fat. Are you listening to this? Fat. And the answer is the person known as smoking guru Alan Carr, spelled with an E and not an A. No, Alan Carr. Let's see what it says about him. He was a chartered accountant. Spent a lot of time indoors. Accountancy is not that healthy for you, I don't think. His biography doesn't mention being overweight. So maybe he wasn't fat. Let's see if there's pictures of Alan Carr. And you can tell me whether you think Alan Carr is fat. Alan Carr. Alan Carr smoking. That's why you have to have a lot of new names. That's why I name my kids unusual names. Because you don't want them to Google one guy and you come up with another guy. Alan Carr smoking guy. Let's see what he looks like. Are you looking for this? It still hasn't come. He was fat. Look at him. Look at him. He's fat. He's fat. So he died of cancer. He was fat. That didn't look that great. Can you see the picture of Alan Carr there? Can you see his picture? I'm going to keep it up there. He was fat. He was fat. There he goes. He was fat, so he's got cancer. Okay, that's the answer to my question. Yes, there was a study recently at rest. Okay, let's get back online. We're getting back on track. Sugar gives cancer an environment to grow. That not just an environment, says Mark Therosian. It gives him the food to grow. If you have to starve cancer. Cancer won't grow unless it has enough food. So you've got to not do that. CBD, which is cannabinoid oil, whatever it is good for appetite, or weed generally, but CBD would do you. I've heard that said many times. Many times. Maybe start smoking the pot. Maybe. MJ Tiger Fang is here. Everybody, let's welcome MJ Tiger Fang to our group. Back to our group, not to his group. To our group. My group, your group. Okay, there's a kind of poison in cigarettes that are harmful. And even besides the nicotine stuff, traces of all kinds of harmful chemicals. Yes, that's right. And what causes cancer? And you have to remember something about me. I am very knowledgeable about cancer because I saw Dr. Thomas Seyfried's videos. I saw, maybe didn't see all of them, but I saw a lot of the thumbnails, and it says, and I thought of this when I was 20 years old at my school. I was going to say uni. It sounded horrible. Well, thank you for showing me this. Every day is boring. Look. Okay, I don't know what that is. Yes, it's got harmful chemicals, and harmful chemicals act as irritant. What is a harmful chemical? It's an irritant. An irritant, it doesn't kill the cell, but it makes the cell divide to save itself. So that's what cancer is. Let's see what's going on. CBD pens is vapes. I'd be more tempted with a tincture taken under the tongue, says Kermit. He's talking to Girl from Mars. Oh my God, you were force fed as a child. Yeah. I mean, I believe in that stuff. I believe in. I mean, whether it was trauma or whatever, obviously it was something from your childhood. Why do people not want to eat? How can you not want to eat? I think that's amazing. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's like people who drink. I look at people who drink, and they're probably looking at me and thinking to themselves, "What do you mean you don't want to drink? Drinking is amazing." Dark Arts Dave. Here's Dark Arts Dave. I might sound mad, but we have a natural tobacco plant in the garden. We dry it out and add it to the baccy. Helps ease coughs and throat pain. Believe pipe tobacco and some rolling can be good for you. Um, so you think that some tobacco, I think it may not be bad for you. There are people who smoke a lot and do not get cancer. Why don't they get cancer? Why isn't everybody getting cancer? But that doesn't mean that it's good for you. How could it be good for you, Dave? I don't know. I don't know. Well, yeah, well, they've said this about the potheads getting the munchies, but something maybe horrible happened to her when she was a child. She was forced to eat, basically. I saw a study that showed that 100% of non-smokers and skinny people die. That's also true, but do they die at what age? What age do they die of? Lud, that's an interesting point. I want to live as long as I can. I know an undertaker at a morgue that dealt with bodies. He told me of something called popcorn lung, only started when vapes appeared. She'd never seen anything like it. Rather have the backy than the vapes. Are you thin, Dave? I would say this, I know this is not Ask Dr. Lewis a question, but I think if you smoke cigarettes, you should not drink or have a high carb diet or be fat. But you can smoke, possibly. It's not, the people who can live to quite old, I think. Kermit says this. Kermit says, popcorn lung comes from diacetyl, a certain chemical used in sweet flavors such as bakery and caramels. Okay, I had not heard that, but that's the kind of thing that makes sense to me, Kermit. That there's stuff in the thing. I mean, you see me sometimes with a vape. I don't really vape. I don't vape. Most days I do not vape at all. And even if I do I'll have like one little puff and I'll put it down. So I'm not a vapor. I'm against it. I'm against it. I'm against everything like that. I'm against antidepressant depressing pills like that. Don't stop me though, because I do in fact have a pair. This is MC Scott talking. And Maltese Phil says, my lesbian best friend forever is a heavy smoker and drinker. I said she'd outlast us all considering the amount of pickling and smoking she's had. Why will she outlast you? Marvin Keenan, haven't seen you on GB News lately. Where have you been? I've been here for 163 days, Marvin. But now I see you. Good, thank you so much for coming. You know what you could do, Marvin? Are you on Twitter over here? Am I not doing something well on Twitter? I'm posting about these shows 3 to 4 times a day or more. So thank you, Marvin Keenan. Where are you from? How old are you? Are you a man or a woman? Are you fat? But thank you very much for asking, Marvin. Do not smoke, says Kate. I agree with you. Don't smoke. Don't smoke. Is smoking as bad as they make it out to be? I think you can work around it a little bit. And the way you work around it is you don't smoke that much. Well, is you don't have a high carb diet. You don't get fat. Oh, you smoke or pickle things to preserve them. I only yes, yeah. Well, it does. They're still dead. You're not preserving them when you smoke something. They're just not. They're just not dead. They're not just not dead, Maltese Phil. But it's an interesting point. I studied vaping for 3 years and having opened 8 shops and working for a manufacturer and studied CBD for 3 years when starting a CBD company. That's right. So what does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean? What have you learned, Kermit, from having all that education about CBDs? Tell us right now. We need to know. I'm not that knowledgeable about it. About it. So Marvin says, I assume you're a man. You weigh 11 stone. That's very good. That's less than I am. And you're 49 years old and you're from London. Okay. Everybody, let's say hello to Marvin. Marvin, before you forget, press the like button and press the subscribe button. It's free. And that way you'll know. And mail. I guess I assume that. I'm trying not to be too nosy. In the beginning, I was very nosy. Where are you from? Are you fat? Would you do me? And now I try not to ask these questions. But thank you very much, Marvin. I do appreciate it. Most important thing is press the subscribe button so we can tell you when you're going to be when we're back on the air. Am I right? Hi, Kermit. This is a girl from Mars is asking. Do you recommend anything specific? Yeah, because he's got a better education, but I've studied some things in incredible detail, more than any doctor has. So the same thing. But I have actually spoken to Kermit, and he is someone that I respect his opinion. So I'm interested to hear what he has to say. So hello, Marvin. Kate says hello to you. Let's say hello to Marvin, everybody. Make him feel welcome. Because he knows Lewis. He knows who I am. He's seen me on the TV. He does. Yeah, you've subscribed. There we go. You've liked and a thank you. So thank you very much, Marvin. Welcome, Marvin. What have I studied, Lewis? I've studied diet. The average person goes to medical school and I think they've got a 30-minute class on diet. I've seen thousands of hours on videos from all the different diet specialties. And I still spend time watching them. You could name somebody and tell me, and I'll tell you whether I've seen his videos. Gnome Hunter. That's what I've studied. CBD has no known downside, says Kermit, and can be very helpful for depression, stress, appetite, and sleep. The government made the best kind illegal a few years back, so they're all pretty much the same these days. Made the best kind illegal. What does that mean? The best kind illegal. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean, Kermit? The best kind of CBD oil or the best kind of cannabis? What is the difference between CBD oil and the other? What makes CBD oil not cannabis? What can you get high from it? And why hasn't my thing come? Why hasn't it come? I actually ordered this book in the past, and it didn't come. And my CBD oil didn't come. It didn't come. You got 21 people liking this. That's good news. That's good news. Um, I have an illegal one. Still never hungry. Lost so much weight. It's scary. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. But Lewis Schaffer loves skinny girls. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But I love, I like fat girls too. But I love women. Not all women, and not even women that I love. Do I love them all the time? Does that make me an emagist? An emagist? I don't know. I suffer from chronic pain. I heard CBT can be good for it, but getting it like a prescription is hard. I can try jellies with it, and it helped a bit, but it doesn't get you high at all. Okay, what you got chronic pain? Have you gone totally low carb? Because I was in a mess of pain. So the best kind had a much broader spectrum of cannabinoids that is illegal in the UK now. Trace elements that gave an entourage effect. Trace elements that gave an entourage effect. What's an entourage effect? Get something of mid strength and price. Experiment with dose. Let me make a note for CBD. I made a note yesterday. I'm going to go back and look at these things at some point. BBD, Kermit. MG Tiger Fang, the tablets and the jelly sweets are not illegal, I don't think. It's the plant itself they are stricter on. The medical extract a friend of mine takes. How about a The tablets and jelly sweets are not illegal, comma, I don't think. It's the plant itself, comma. They are stricter on, period. The medical extract is something a friend of mine takes, says MJ Tiger Fang. There we go. There we go. So what have we decided about CBD oil? I don't know. Seems like things that help you and try that it seems like see it says dark arts seems like things that help you. They try and stop. I have a powdered Beecham's tablet for flu once. And an hour later I was feeling damn good. Never seen them since. Jellies can be bought on Amazon. I'm against jellies because then kids will start taking it just for the candy of the whole thing, and that's how they get hooked on stuff. So I'm against drugs being in candies. Nick Skin is here. Hello, Nick Skin. Good to see you. Um, an entourage effect, says Kermit, is when many trace elements together make up a substantial percentage of the makeup of the oil, giving an extra bonus effect, or maybe it can interfere with everything. That the guy who does the pharmacy guy with the glasses and the microphone coming out of his ear and his phone. He's against entourage effect medications. He says you can't test them. He wants pure medication. Like I was in Little the other day looking for Benadryl, which is a sleeping medication. And it was hard because there was one that had paracetamol, maybe it didn't even have whatever it's called, Benadryl, and then it had some caffeine, and I'm trying to get to sleep. I don't want caffeine. Entourage effect, cool. Further reading material right there. So that's pretty interesting. Can we go over and like the stream, and more important, can we subscribe? We haven't subscribed yet. We haven't subscribed. Best thing for sleep is whiskey. Yes, that's a very good thing for sleep. I mean, it's a bad thing for your body. It's going to mess up your body and give you liver disease, but it could be a very good thing. Really. Having weed oil that just takes Ooh, hold on a second. Hold on. I've lost my energy. Really. Having weed oil that just takes out the high would be the best benefit. But some of those trace elements can show up on a drug test. So what are you saying, Kermit? Is that the drug test is inaccurate? There's a word for what that is. Is inaccurate? Never minded the drug talk. Please click on the thumbs up for Lewis. Thank you very much, Kate. Okay. We talk about lots of different things. One listener complained that I only talk about like three things. Every single show, it's only three things. No, no, no. I find the best thing for sleep is watching old episodes of Time Team in bed. I would say no. I would say no. I would say no. I think Time Team was really, really interesting. I loved it. Why they only had a weekend to work on an archaeological site of such importance that had been around for thousands of years, I don't know. I don't know, but it was something. I met one guy who was on Time Team in a club. I'm trying to remember why was I in that club? Like a club. It was like a disco dancing type club. And he was the guy. I don't remember the guy's name. Let me look for the guy's name. I'll tell you the guy's name. He got fired. He got fired from it, and I asked him why he got fired. Time team Time team members fired. Let's see if I can find out who the guy was. He's not even in any pictures here. Maybe it's the recent one. I'm gonna say time. I'm looking. I'm looking here. Hold on a second. Time team. Well, it just shows the main guy. That guy with his horrible sweater. What was his name? What was his name? He was super educated, that one. Oh, there it is. Can you see this guy? Can you see this guy? This guy right here. You remember what his name is? I felt sorry for him because he was fired from his job. But what is he doing in the picture? When was this picture taken? When was this picture taken? I don't know. I don't know. One of Lewis's funniest stream jokes was about Time Team. Let's see if he can remember it. You want to know something? I don't think I can. I can't remember it. I can't. You've seen it. You've seen it. What was the joke, Joodles? Great. I'll look them up. I have seen a few episodes on YouTube Time Team channel. I would watch that. I thought it was really good. It was really good. It's an old England. It's an England that we are not going to see for a while. So they took everything out except the one. Okay, so this is we're back on the CBD. So they took everything out except the one CBD element that is now legal, kind of like how they synthesize aspirin rather than using the bark of the willow tree. The bark is probably better. Yeah, probably. I mean, the bark worked for thousands of years. You'd assume it'd have to be better. Great archaeology equals gay, says Nixon. Yes, it could be gay. Maybe that's why I liked it. It's old. Isn't that what we're all about? This is what I'm all about. I like old stuff. I believe in unchanging stuff. Why is a person gay? Because they like Time Team, Kate asks. How old are you? 10? And she's laughing. Okay, like there's the picture. Who remembers what this guy's name was? Robin Bush. Is that his name? Robin Bush. Robin Bush. Time Team Wiki. Oh, he died in 2010. In 2010. And look at how fat he is. Don't be fat. Look at how fat he is. What did he die of? What did he die of? They don't say what he died of. He's written a lot of books. So he looks like a somebody. Somerset Papers. Look at all the books that he wrote. Hold on a second. You can't see this. Can you see this? Look at all the books that this guy Robin Bush wrote. Can you see his picture here? Look at this. Lovely man. He's fat. Did you like Time Team, producer?
What?
Did you like Time Team?
Time Team?
Yeah.
What's that?
A TV show. You never saw it. Time Team. He grew. Maybe you saw me watching it. Whatever. I still watch it on YouTube. You might find it very interesting. It's one of those British artifacts where people are always talking. And we just have 3 weeks to dig up this incredibly important archaeological site that's been around for thousands of years.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've seen that.
You've seen that Time Team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. But it was a lie. And then
TV, and then you can watch TV.
I'm not going to watch TV because I want to be conscious when they come here and they say to me,
they're not ever going to talk to you about
they sent me a nasty letter.
You ignore it, like most of the country. In the last year,
yeah,
the BBC's income has dropped by $1 billion.
A billion.
People are stopping paying.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
Is that true? The producer is. Did you just see it with the?
Maybe it's like between now and 2019 or whatever. But it is
yeah.
$1 billion.
And what is their income has normally been? About 4 million, 3 million, 5 million, 4 billion, right? Right, and they lost $1 billion. What channel was Time Team on? I think it was on channel 4. Wasn't it on 4? Robin Hood installed my V.
Do you like anything?
What would you like to get?
Just tell me what you want me to get you, and I'll get you.
I don't know what.
You're not going to get anything.
You're not gonna bring me anything.
Tell me something you want.
What are you gonna get for yourself? You're gonna get.
Tell me what you want.
You're gonna get. You lost a bit of weight, but now you look fat again.
What do you want? What do you want?
What are you gonna get for yourself?
What do you want? I'll get you a Solero.
A Solero. Well, make sure you get your brother one too.
No, he's going.
Did you ask him already?
He's going out.
You did. You asked him already. Okay.
I didn't ask him.
A Solero. I would like a.
I'll get you an Oreo.
Don't get me an Oreo. No, an Oreo is too much.
What do you want?
Get me an Oreo, or if they don't have an Oreo, Solero. Thank you very much. What a lovely guy that is. That's the son of the producer. It's a great pastime. My friend, this is according to Dark Arts Dave, does metal detecting and found a metal Roman bird. It looks so cool. I think it was from a staff, perhaps, would love to clean it up for him. Love cleaning up fossils and stuff. It's always good fun to do that. That's a great thought. That's a really, really great thought. Hello, look, Alfie Cap is coming in. Everybody's here. They're all coming in. Thank you very much. Alfie Cap says, hello, Lewis. Do you think they should ban carbs from internet combustion engines? From internal combustion? Should they ban carbs from carbs? No. Our carbs are hydrocarbons. Yeah, they are. That is a form. That's not human carbs. We're not allowed to eat those carbs. But the answer is, of course not. We need gasoline cars. Marvin Keenan says, so do not brush your teeth after. I probably won't brush my teeth after I have an ice cream. It's just one ice cream. You don't need to brush your teeth after you just have one ice cream. The BBC would want to start spying on what we watch online now to make sure they can find something you watch that they can charge for, even foreign TV. That's probably true, but they also want the information about what we're watching, the BBC. The BBC is the propaganda arm of the globalist state, of, the province of Britain in the globalist state. Horrible. Horrible. I love the detectionists on TV. I edited all the themes together on YouTube, and people used it at their weddings. It's had quite a few years, 1 to 2 million, I think. So what is your YouTube page? Kermit, put it up there. I found a small metal cock when metal detecting in my garden. You're making a joke, Nick Skin. Is that a joke? Is that a joke? That's cool, Kate says to Dark Arts Dave. I once sat next to an ammonite on a beach. It was huge, and we could never have removed it. Shame. It would have looked great in the house. An ammonite, is that the whatchamacallit? That's an animal fossil. No, it was a male chicken made from metal, Lewis. Stop being so stupid. Okay, YouTube. Let me see if I can watch your YouTube channel. Oh, look at this. The Detectorist. Can I tell you something? I've been penalized. I played that song. I forgot what the name of the song is, but I got an email from of that song about the Canadian, about the Dutch detective. What was that song that you all liked? And I played a lot of it. I hope Kermit has 1.2 million views on this thing. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to here. No, I'm gonna go back a step. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. And then I'm gonna go here. And then I'm gonna go here. And then I'm gonna go down below. Hold on a second. I'm going to go down below. I'm going to go to here. That's not it. That's it. And I'm going to say, and this is Kermit. This is Kermit's page. This is Kermit's page. Really, really well. Mark the Rosian. They didn't punish me for that, though, Mark the Rosian. I like that GTI song. Kleine GTI. Mit Zimmer, mit alles, mit der boo boo. That song was a great song. Some really good songs. And you know what, Kermit? Total appreciation for you taking beautiful things and making it possible for people to watch it. They had different versions on various episodes, so I made it all into one entire tune. Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. I cannot believe the producer didn't bring you anything, Warmelian. If I were the producer, I would have brought you a nice apple. He hadn't left. He was on his way, and he stopped and he asked me, he says, do you want anything? That's really, really nice. That is really, really nice. Anyway, so we've got some new people here, people that weren't here as often, and I do appreciate it. Nick and Marvin and Alfie, totally appreciate it. So I give you guys a round of applause. This has been one of our best shows ever, I think. We're going to have a little prayer. We might have a prayer for Girl from Mars, so that, get her to find food more attractive and want to eat it. It's like me, me and girls, And no, it's not like me and girls. Love the Detectorist, says Dark Arts Dave. Love it. That music is banging. Sub to the channel. Swear I saw a thing before, as I love the music. So there you go. He's got more subscribers than I do. So everybody subscribe to my channel. Screw Kermit. Screw Kermit. How many subscribers do we have? I'll tell you right now. I'm looking for this thing. Just bear with me a second. Just bear with me a second. $1.180,000 subscribers. That's I thought I had more than that, but I appreciate that. Thank you very much for putting that down. 1,180,000 subscribers. When you pray tonight, Lewis, don't forget the meek. They don't get thought of. Maybe we should pray for the meek. I'm meek. Most of the people who watch this show are meek. We're going to pray for the meek. Prayer for meek. Meek. Let's pray for Girl from Mars. Lewis Schaffer channel has 1,158,000 subscribers, Warmelian. That's right. So when it seems like I'm begging you people to subscribe, I don't care if you do. I've got over 5 million subscribers. I've got over 8 million subscribers. I've got over 12 million subscribers. Alan Williams. Good to see you, Alan. Thank you for coming in. Let's pray for the meek. Let us pray for the meek. Those who are able should aid their neighbors in times of need. That's true. They should aid their neighbors. Our people from Somalia and Ethiopia and Pakistan, our neighbors. I'm not sure they are. So Johnny Flynn, who wrote the song, gets all the advertising. So all the money that would go to you goes to him. Yeah, well, that's a bit too strong. That's a bit too strong. On a local level, I'm speaking. Yes, local. You're not your own neighbor. Your own neighbor. If your neighbor is supporting you, that's a good point, MC Scott. Volkswagen should be paying you, Lewis. Exactly. All I want to do this week is buy and drive a kleine GTI. Da 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 da. I'm amazed that I was able to play it and to find it. It's a great song, Warmelian. It's a great song. I mean, it's a great song. You need to ask folks. Just draw and never get a chance to ask folks. But me, I forget and need to poke folks. Join Lewis on Discord. Yeah, let's go over those things. Let's join our Discord. Thank you very much, Kermit. Let's talk to each other on Discord. We've all met each other. Let's all get together. People who live in the north of London. Go hang out. Go meet people for a drink. I'll meet you for a coffee. And don't say, oh, I want more than a cup of coffee. Meet for a cup of coffee. Look your best, people. Look not too good. Look your best. Let's all find love with each other. Let's find love with each other. Blessed are the cheese makers, says Lud. And I just don't mean the makers of cheese per se. I mean any manufacturers of dairy produce. Yes, says Lud. Blessed are the cheese makers. Let's pray. Let's pray for I'm not praying for Volkswagen. They lied completely about during the tests for the whatchamacallit. You know, they basically they lied on the tests to make it possible for their tests to come across as being healthier. Do you know that? And they got fined. It wasn't enough. Let's cover ourselves in butter and get naked. Yes, that's not a bad idea either. Marvin Keenan. Marvin Keenan. It's his first time here, and he's fallen into this whole business. He's fallen into the Lewis Schaffer perviness. Is that pervy for us to cover ourselves in cheese, in butter? And look each other. I mean, I don't know if I'm in favor of that because it is messy. It is messy. I mean, unless we do it in the bathroom, but what are we doing going to be eating in the bathroom? I'm not sure about that. Let's cover the keyboard in freshly pounded buttercream. You know what? That's probably a good advice. Don't use Vaseline. Use tallow oil on your pee-pee, whatever. Maybe that's a bit dirty. Maybe that's a bit dirty. It could be a bit dirty. Okay. Depends on the butter. Utterly butter. No. Anchor, yes. But make sure, read the package because they can fool you, these people. Anchor, whatever. And let's support Anchor because they're Danish. We support the Danes. We support the Danes. I mean, Gnome is olive oil. What? He's coming back. He went. Okay. He went to the shop.
Is he gonna make food?
Yeah, he said he was gonna go into the shop. I don't know if he's gonna make the food. I don't know.
Lewis Schaffer doesn't.
I don't know. Lewis Schaffer doesn't know everything. Zach, I'm doing a show. I'll speak to you later.
Oh my god, you act like it's like some prestigious thing.
It is a prestigious thing. Do you want me to interrupt? That's my son. Zach Polanski has spoken. Yeah, he's a Green Party guy. Lewis, I promise. We'll each dress smartly. Let's all dress. When we hook up and meet each other, dress as nicely as you can. When you cover her in freshly pounded buttercream, and she says, I can't believe it's not butter. I like those kind of jokes, Warmelian, but that's wrong of me to laugh at that. That's wrong. Let's ask Joodles what she says about that. I can't believe it's not butter. It's like one of my favorite jokes where he says, may I stick my finger in your belly button? And he says, no. What? How does the joke go? May I stick in your belly button? May I stick my finger in your belly button? And she goes, that's not my belly button. And he says, that's not my finger. Are you in the UK? It looks like daylight there. No, I'm here in Nunhead, Marvin. I just got extra lights. I got lots of lights. It looks like that. I got a bright light on the floor. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. I'm glad you think it's bright. It should be bright. Thank you. We're also doing it. Okay, everybody, we're doing the 10:30 show. I thought we had a good time today. Did we have a good time? We've had a good time. Hold on a second. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. This is not quite working. I'm not quite happy with this. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to see what's going on with the stream, how the stream is doing. I haven't liked the stream. We're almost at 30 people. One more person needs to like the stream. One more person needs to subscribe. And how many people do we have watching it? We're over 30. We're 30. We're not 30, we're 27. Okay. I tell you the joke about butter, Lewis, but I'm afraid you might spread it. These are the jokes. Okay, good job. I don't support the Danes after reading about FKUs on the BBC. What happened with the FKUs? What is an FKU? I don't even know what that is. What is an FKU? Test in Denmark. Is a psycho. I write it down here. We can't have these kind of interesting things late in the day. Late in the day. We can't have these kind of interesting things. But let's see what it says. Late in the day. An FKU test in Denmark is a psychometric assessment of parental competence used in a serious legal cases. It's interpreting child's facial expressions. The assessment is a tool used by Danish social services to evaluate a parent's ability to care for their child. It informs legal decisions. So what was it saying? Now, babies were taken after the BBC says this. Now, babies were taken. Oh, I don't. Oh, this is sad. This is almost like this is worse than cancer. Oh, I don't. Oh, this is sad. This is almost like this is worse than cancer. Oh, I don't. Oh, this is sad. The baby was taken away from her in Denmark. Okay, I don't want to hear that. That's horrible. Okay. Oh, sorry. Was the stream not muted? Sorry. The stream is on. Sorry. Thank you for that. Sorry. Okay, everybody. Okay. So here we go. So let's go back to what we need to do. We got a show at 10:30. Okay. The show will have a 10:30 show, I hope. And go to the Discord. If you don't know what's going on over here, you can hold on a second. Let's get back on track. Go to Lewis. We don't want that. We want this. Go to Lewis Schaffer on Twitter. If you haven't done it, make sure you're on Twitter. Maybe buy me a cup of coffee to keep me awake. Keep me awake, as Kermit says. Thank you very much at Ko-fi.com. Go to Discord or go to Twitter to Discord. Go to Patreon if you want to make it easy and make a contribution every month, which you can take away if you want to. Every month, go do that. Okay. How about this? How about PayPal, which is really easy. Just, you can do that once. So these are the ways you can support this group. This group we're doing quite well, I think. We already have 17 million people following this stream. So 17 million people. I want to thank all the new people who've joined us. All the echo. Okay, thank you, Joodles. Is the echo off? All the new people who've joined this stream, including, they're not new, but they're new to here. Marvin Keenan from past days, Alfie Cap, And then everybody else, all the other people, no, Gnome Hunter and Dark Arts Dave and MC Scott and Ludd and more. I thank Marvin Keenan again, Warmelian. Thank you for being here, Warmelian, and Vatanai, and all the people who are regulars here. Joe and Girl from Mars. We're going to pray for Girl from Mars. We're going to Nick Skin. I appreciate him being here. Totally. Totally. He could maybe talk about it. Lewis Schaffer on the other show. I did the show with Leo. You could do that. So we've got lots of people. Joodles, of course. Of course, Joodles. Carrie B, yes. Maltese Phil, yes. Kate Gwynn, thank you for coming, Kate. Claire, thank you for coming, Claire, if you're still here. Girl from Mars, we're going to say a prayer. Have I forgotten anybody? If I've forgotten any of you, just say, hey, Lewis. Craig joined us here. Okay. Craig does 48 hours of fasting, which is amazing. You know, basically, yes. Yes. We've done really good job here today. I want to thank you. MJ Tiger Fang. All you got to do is say, Lewis, go to the bottom right now. I haven't heard my name. And I'll read your name. I've been here the entire time. Or I haven't written anything, but I've been here watching. And I'm participating. Mark the Rosian. You are a regular. These are the regulars. Talipa. What about you? Yes. You have, I don't know if you've said anything, but yes, what about Talipa? What about her? She's amazing. Amazing. So thank you very much. She's waving hello, I think. Craig, great work for being here. We are the regulars. You are the regulars. I do appreciate that. I appreciate that tremendously. Okay. So are you ready for our prayer? Today was pretty chill. Yeah, well that's what we're trying to do. It's not only about cancer. It's not only about mass immigration. It's about things that I shouldn't even mention these things. There's lots of stuff in the world that we talk about. Is there not? Is there not? There's lots of different stuff. Dear Lord, dear God, our eternal God, our creator God, our God who's made the planet, who's looking after us. Thank you for being the Lord of all gods and being our Lord. Thank you for looking after us. Thank you for giving us a place on your earth and letting us live here on your earth, dear Lord. Thank you very much for giving us a home and all the things. And maybe now things might not be as good as they've been in the past. Or maybe we're worried about the way things are going to be in the future. But thank you very much for giving us your love. Your love. And thank you for giving us the strength to carry on. That's what we want. We are asking you, because we are afraid right now and scared and worried, whatever word you want to use, for our future. Please give us a sign that we're going to be okay. Please look after us if you can, if you think we're worth saving. Give us the opportunity to prove we're worth saving. To prove that we care about our country, Britain, and what country you're in, our country, that we care about you, dear Lord, that we care about our religion and our family's religion, that we care about our neighbors and we love our neighbors as we love ourselves, or maybe even more. Maybe we should love them more than we love ourselves. So please, dear Lord, please. Russ, good to see you coming in, Russ. Please, Lord, please give us a sign. And if you cannot give us a sign, please don't worry about giving us a sign. We've asked you. Thank you for being there to allow us to ask you for this. Yes, you're right. Thank you very much, Marvin. Really appreciate it. Amen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Am I leaving anything out? And one more thing, dear Lord. Our good friend, girl from Mars, is having a problem in her situation, which she has told us. I don't know whether she wants everyone in the world to know, but she told us. And we are worried for her. And if you could take a moment of your time, and she's worried about her situation too. We're worried for her. And if you could take a moment of your time to look out for Girl from Mars, it would mean a lot to us. We love you, dear Lord. Amen. Amen. Okay. Lud, the answer to that to your post is yes, but I'm not going to ask him for that or her for that. I'm not going to ask him for that. I mean, you guys were great. I want to thank you. I'll see you in when am I going to see you? I'll see you tonight at 10:30. At 10:30. I hope you're going to be there. Thank you, Marvin, for making a contribution to the Ko-fi fund. It's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It gets like, yes. Yeah, maybe I'm having a breakdown, Talipa. You know, I was called today by someone who I think really likes me. She called me odd. And I think she meant it in a nice way. And then last night I was called by someone who I don't think really likes me that much strange. So maybe that's what this is. This is a bit of strangeness. I'm trying not to make it strange. Yeah. I'm trying not to make it strange. And the answer to the question is sometimes I put a teaspoon of sugar in, but generally speaking, you should not put sugar in your coffee. Okay. All right. Goodbye. It's a really long, drawn out breakdown, Kermit. Yeah, you could say that. We'll all see you. Thank you, Kermit. Thank you, everybody. I love you all. And I mean that. I shouldn't say that because I think English people hate being told. F you. How about that? That's more friendly in this country. We will see you at 10:30.